Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Harris Faulkner, she just possibly spotted some illegal activity with Kamala Harris's campaign. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, guys, come on over and do so. It's in the lower right-hand corner, the address. Just write it down, youtube.com/@ExplainAmerica. Come give us a subscription absolutely for free. It really helps us. You know, Kamala Harris will stop at nothing in her quest for power. And Harris Faulkner pointed out something that Kamala Harris did, and we've talked about it here, that may be illegal. And if it's not illegal, certainly immoral, certainly, in my opinion, election interference, and absolutely misinformation from a person who was part of a group that created or wanted to create a department to target misinformation. And now she's spreading misinformation. And the reason she's doing it is because the Biden-Harris team doesn't have any accomplishments to campaign on. It's why she has announced that she will only do one debate. It's why she's avoided the media and answering questions. She's using the basement strategy of Joe Biden in 2020. I don't think it's going to work for her because she's a lot younger than Joe Biden, and there's not a pandemic now. But I want you to take a look at this report by Harris Faulkner, and I want you to let me know what you think in the comments. Is it illegal? Is it disqualifying? Let me know in the comments.
So this was the next stage in that repertoire, which is take a headline, manipulate it, and make it look like it's news, not opinion. Make it look like it's facts and figures, not a run-of-the-mill paid political ad. If I were those outlets, I would do one thing. We are no longer going to cover your rallies, your speeches, nothing, your schedule, until you sit down for an interview.
There you go.
You apologize for this, you take them down, and you put out a public statement.
Yeah.
Her first interview should just be a public statement straight to camera. We screwed up. This is, I don't know if it's illegal, but it certainly is unethical.
Yeah, so it doesn't break with Google's search engine platform, just so you know, because it says that you can clearly see the sponsored ad, marking on the page that they've messed with. So that's supposed to do it. But we know how quickly people are scrolling and clicking, Emily. I said on the Focus, I don't know if that's enough to get people's attention. I mean, if it's fake, you ought to mark it fake or misinformation. Remember how they went after people who had simple questions about COVID? And I was one of them. You get marked. You get stickered. You got to make it bold.
Yes, you must be reading my mind, because that's exactly what I was thinking. How the delicacy, the subtlety of the sponsored tag here is in such stark contrast to the blatant removals of posts where people dare to ask questions. In fact, it's still going on with people who aren't even asking questions. They're saying something unrelated. They've mentioned something that in the big constellation could be tied back to a topic or a point that the humans behind the algorithms deemed unacceptable to them, that's why it's removed. So everyday average Americans, veterans, active duty military, people in law enforcement, people who dare to vote for Trump, everyone who is just trying to get along here, they're the ones that are being suppressed and wiped away, and yet here, blatant manipulation. Could you imagine if Donald Trump had done this with his campaign? Could you imagine if there was even one slight purchase of an ad with the then rewriting of the headline, the uproar that we would be subjected to? And here, you're right. Not only do they know they can get away with it with the media, but they know that they can get away with it with the liberal voters, and that is the saddest part.